And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day, and it is a beautiful and hot, holy hot Batman Thursday here. And humid. Boy, I'll tell you, the humidity hit like 30% today. I am dying. Okay, that is too high. I don't know how any of you people deal with this. Oh, yeah, gotta love living in a desert where any amount of moisture just says, hi, I kind of am hot and sticky and stuff. Anyway, speaking of being hot and sticky, let's get over into some Create Mod, because this is going to be, it's going to be a thing, okay? Seriously, things are going to be happening here, and I don't know how or why or what, or any number of other variable words or things. Yes, adjectives, verbs, things that happen. Sorry, I had the game sounds turned off. Oh, it's like, why didn't the thing move? Okay, it's moving. It's moving. Okay, so here we be outside of Wasteful Cookies in the new Central Park. Okay, now I've planted a couple of placeholder trees, but let's face it, vanilla trees are not the greatest trees in the world. Okay, they're fine. They look okay. We need better trees. And General Kenobi. How's it going, Snoopers? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Yes, so we're going to be doing custom trees today, and that's a thing. That is a thing I'm sure I know how to do at some point, but we're going to try anyway. But first, I need leaves, because it turns out, oops, not with the axe. It's really hard to make custom trees without some form of foliage, so thank you for your condolences there, Snoopers. I appreciate it. Ah, have you recovered from your macchiato? Are you still feeling the power of a Norse god flowing through your veins? Making trees is a love-hate thing. Yeah. I love the way they look when they're done and good and stuff. I hate making them. But that's okay. We're gonna get through this together. All right. Never been into iced coffee. Oh, right. Yeah, no, that's fair. But yes, I have never had this before, and it's actually amazing. Usually a slow sipper of coffee. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So first thing I need to do is things. So you sucked it down. Yes, that I could get that. Yeah. But I don't drink coffee, so I've got to miss all of that fun stuff, but okay, so what we're going to need here is I want to get a couple of, well, I was hoping for some actual like raw tough walls, but I don't think that's going to be a thing. Yeah. Well, I don't mind, like, I'll do a caffeinated soda from time to time. I try to avoid it to some extent. I guess I don't need to craft tough. But it's just one of those things that if I don't need it, I try not to drink it. Okay, so we're going to come up this way, and I want to... Oh, hey. All of these leaves need to go away. You don't drink it for the caffeine. It was very helpful while at work. That's fair. I had a day earlier this week where I was falling asleep at my desk. As much as I'd like to do the the sort of gray barked tree, because I've watched B-dubs videos about trees, and trees are gray and not brown, but yeah. Yeah, there have been a couple of times that I'm dozing off in my chair. It's time to stand up. I tell you, I like having a standing desk at work, you know? Yeah. Yeah, the acacia might, actually. I was just thinking, yeah, let's go get some acacia. I don't think I have any on me. I was thinking of something else. But I was also thinking that maybe, like, tough walls were actually a thing, and I don't think they are, which is sad. You haven't been keeping up with the B-dubs? Yeah, it's, I mean, his last video was amazing, but really long and very deep into art theory and stuff. But when he was building his forest here the last, I don't know, a few months ago, he was talking about trees. And it says, yeah, if you look at trees, they're actually gray. They're not brown, most trees. And so he's been building his trees with a lot of tuff and stuff like that. And yeah, okay, I see what you're doing. And I went and looked at a tree, and turns out, yep, it was gray. And so yeah, I kind of got that. All right, so let's see. I don't know that this tree needs to be extra tall, though. Because, I mean, if we want to look at it, I mean, I don't need too many giant trees. See, this one's okay. I'm okay having this one big. This one I kind of want to be a little bit smaller. Which, as I said, would have been really handy if I had raw tuff walls and not polished tuff. But that's okay. So I think what I'm going to do, I actually do like, those go together really well though. So I think what I want to do is let's change this out just a little bit. It's like one of those aha moments. Yeah, right? Yeah, just take a moment, look at a tree, and think about what color it actually is. And okay, yeah, you look at like birch or aspen, and yeah, they're white-ish, right? But you look at a lot of trees, pine trees, oak trees and stuff, they really are gray. Sure, there's a brownish tint or other things, but yeah, it's just, oh yeah, oh no, these pebbles, these are awesome. Yeah, so let me show you around the park, because this was cool, right? We've got a bunch of coarse dirt, mud, granite, but we've also got these like stony gravel path things that come from, I don't know, one of the Macaw's mod things. And look at all these fun dealy bobs, right? I'm also going to come around, add a few more bushes, and do some other decor to this sort of fancy wall thing. But yeah, no, landscapey. That is totally the word for it, Snoopers. That is totally the word for it. All landscapey. I even have this nice little pond and a salmon that's ashamed to be in it. So, you know, and actually I think he's just sad because I had 2 salmon in there and now I only have 1. And after the trial, and they let him free for lack of evidence, I think it's just sort of broken his spirit. Now he's just sort of there by himself, being all, you know, sad and stuff. Does he have a name? He does not. Right now, it's just Salmon. But anyway, yeah, so this is what the park is looking like so far. You used to name all your salmon? See, I don't typically have fish, so, you know. So anyway, custom trees. So we're going to come up this way, and I do want to get some, I've got some jungle. We're not going to need stone bricks. Okay. Because I think jungle wood is going to be an interesting thing to use here. Okay, so we're going to grab some of those. And actually, do I have more sticks? I do not, but that's okay. I have oak wood. And oak wood looks like sticks if you really squint hard. Okay. And what I want to do is let's get some jungle fences here. Just name them Sockeye, Coho, Pink, Chinook, Chum, and Steelhead. Okay. Salmon's a big deal in the Pacific Northwest. That's fair. See, out here in Colorado, it's trout. Trout are sort of the deal. All right, we're gonna actually. You know what? No. I'm gonna hit the right button eventually. Today's not that day, but eventually I will hit the right button. I'm gonna go ahead and craft up some of these cut tough walls, I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah, perfect. Yeah, trout are pretty fish. Now, I'm not a huge fan of fish in general. I don't like to eat them. I don't like to go fishing. You know, I'm just one of those weird types. Okay. So we're going to come up this way. Let's grab some of our... The nice thing is I've got a jetpack, so theoretically making these trees should be a little bit easier. Let's... Okay. Because, hey, look, I can go up. All right, I think that's going to be good. You love fishing, just don't like to be bothered with the fish. See, that's fair. I don't like dealing with fish in general, as I said, so I don't mind being out by a lake, you know. That's not too bad. I kind of like just sort of hanging out, but... All right, so let's get in here with some happy leaves. I don't think the spruce. I want the birch, and I want some oak. And so what we're going to do is we're going to come out kind of sort of this way. And, you know, I'm not like super sure how this tree is going to look. Oh, actually, yeah, no, this will be good. Come up like so. All right, and we'll bring it this way. Now, I'm actually being somewhat bad here with the leaves, I think, but it's okay. I can click on that. Thank you. You grew up in Minnesota. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was never much of an outdoorsy type. You know, I said I don't mind hiking and stuff, but camping and things. All right, let's take a look at that. It's okay. Let's bring this down kind of out this way a bit. You've taken a fish for a walk. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's not bad. See, one of the things that I've learned from some of the discussions I've heard from Good Times with Scar or for B-dubs was that you want to leave some space, right? Trees have space in them, right? If you look at a tree, it's not a solid block of leaves, as they've got some, right? They've got some, they've got space in them. So you want to give them a little bit of space where it's like, yep, you can see into the trunk of the tree and that, yep, there's definitely something there. Do I have a favorite type of tree? Yes. My favorite type of tree is a blue spruce. And that might be some of my Colorado showing, but I love a good spruce. But the blue spruce is just, it's got such a cool color to it, you know? Honestly, that's not too bad. I wasn't intending to make a sort of pine tree type thing, but this is where we are today. Let's get over here with, I think I need some fence. Or not fence, but fence gates. Yes. Hello, spruce. But yeah, blue spruce are just such a cool tree. Now they've got, I mean, they're a spruce, right? So you get all the piney goodness. But you also get spruce hedges. There are hedges? You know, I did not come here looking for a shrubbery, but, you know, we have shrubbery, and we will absolutely be using the hedges. It's as if the knights who say knee just happened to show up and said, we demand a shrubbery, and there's actually a shrubbery. What are the odds? Okay, shrubbery. Cool. All right, we will totally look at using shrubberies. Now I have to look at using shrubberies, but first, while I'm thinking about it, let's get these fence gates in place. Go there. You go there. Okay. Stop saying the word. Okay. I want to come in. Let's drop a fence gate here. I'm going to open it like so. Yeah. That's not bad. I want to come up a little bit taller, though. Just a little bit. I think that'll do it. Okay, that's not a bad little tree. I could live with that. I could live with that. I don't know if I want it to be any wider and stuff, but... You want to go looking for a jungle and bring me some twitters? Well, you know, we could have a few birds here. Hang on, I think, are my trains jammed? Yes, my trains are jammed. I don't know why my trains are jammed, but they are jammed. Hold on, I must unjam the train. To that wood, please. Thank you. They are being too polite. Okay? I don't know what this is like. You know, I don't know if traffic in your town actually has this problem. I have been in cities where it's like, yeah, no, I'm too polite to go first. Those people are just silly. All right. But yeah, there are jungles around. I suppose we could get some chickens roosting in the trees. All right. Now, before I go too much further, I have got to see what's up with these hedges. Okay, so we will prune the hedges of many small villages. All right, so what? It's a wall. It's a wall block. It's okay. It is a leafy wall. Huh. All right. Cool. Yeah, no, we're going to need those. There are going to be a few places where those are going to be absolutely lovely. Yeah, I probably could. In fact, these are spruce, so they're a little bit darker. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's not too bad. In fact, let's bring the one out. Bring it out that way a little bit. Huh. I don't think I like that, but... Okay. Oh, excuse! Today's excuse, cheese monkeys are rampaging through the streets. That's why I'm having trouble with the trees. All right. No, actually, that would be cool. So let's, yeah, yeah, no, cheese monkeys. Cool. All right. I now have hedge blocks. This is going to be, now these trees are just going to get really weird. Okay. 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 There we go. Sure. You're feeling lucky. You've got like 5 excuses in there. You'd think one of them would come up once in a while, right? All right. You know, honestly, I don't like it. I don't like this. We're going to come back to the big one. I know, weird, right? But that's what we're going to do. Okay. All right. We got things. Okay. Yeah, you did like it. Okay. I mean, I get it. It just felt... All right, maybe I'll give it another chance, because, you know, I know that sometimes I don't always... Ah, okay, falling. Have the best eye for things, but... See, it's like, I guess... I don't know, it kind of feels like it's too... I feel the blockiness more, and I don't know why. Maybe 2 full and 1 not? Yeah, that's a possibility. Okay, and... Okay. You know, I guess I could be okay with that. Hey, what's it, Janelle over there on Kick? How you doing? Hope you're having a fabulous day. You have terrible taste? I don't know, man. I feel like I do too, so... Here, let's try it with 1 Dealy Bob and 2 hedges. Okay, that's looking a little phallic. We're gonna not do that. Don't look too closely at it. You'll go blind. Okay. You're fine. I'm glad to hear that, Janelle. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Doing okay. We're doing custom trees here, and that's always an adventure. All right, let's hop in the RV and sleep for a minute. Yes, custom trees. They are a thing. You like my streams? Well, thank you. All right. All right, all right. So, next tree. We're moving on over here. And this one, well, obviously this tree needs to not be here, so. So I planted these partly as placeholders. So, you know, we're going with that. And let's get, oh, I don't need the soul sand. Yeah, let's go ahead and hop in here with these acacia. You know what would be really nice too would be some pale oak, but I don't have that in this world. So I know I emptied my backpack. I just dumped it all into the sorting system and let it sort it out. Some of it actually got sorted. Oh man, I am so excited for the copper golem. I had a crazy idea for a sorting system using the copper golem. But obviously I can't do that until at least the fall when they actually release this silly thing. Okay, so it's going to be a thing. All right, now what I could do is, I don't know, how tall do I want this to be? I think this one I might bring up a little taller. And I know that looks a little weird. That's fine. We're gonna let the weirdness happen. And this one is going to be here. All right, so what I'm gonna do, so we're gonna bring out a couple things here. The excuse. The unfortunate experience I had as a child. Yes. Excellent excuse. I swear, Riley just doesn't like you, Supers. That's just how it's going, I guess. Alright. Woohoo! Alright, so we're gonna bring this up here. But yeah, I do want this one to be a little more branchy, I suppose. It's a branchy, it's got the branches. That's not how they go, but they kind of do. You see through it. Riley likes you too much. That's right. That's right. Sorry, you're... Riley's just got it out, you know. Got some there's some extra feels there maybe from Riley, and you know, just gotta. Okay. Oh yeah, those were birch. Cool. For a minute I thought those were spruce, and that's not what I was looking for. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go a little weird here, I think. She doesn't want to show favoritism. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, you were talking about willow trees earlier, and yeah, we had a couple of willows outside my house when I was growing up, and yeah, making another spruce tree. Well, that's okay. Anyway, we had a couple of willow trees outside my house, and they got huge. So big that my dad tried to cut them down, and successfully. Turns out willows, not much of a chance against a chainsaw do they stand. You take a chainsaw to a willow, it'll cut it down. Willows, on the other hand, are stubborn. Oh, the most stubborn of all trees. And the silly things just grew back. They said, you tried to cut me down. Ha, that'll tell you. Janelle, that is not true. I think you are looking at about trying to sell me graphics design services, and if you do, you're going to get banned. It's going to be great. Willows must be your spirit tree. Okay. Yep, that is exactly what's going on. All right. All right. So, yeah, we had like 3 of these things out in front of my house, and I had fun when I was growing up because we had 2 of them. They grew up, but there was a little bit like of a gap between 2 of the trees. And I used to play like football by myself because, you know, that's how many friends I had. And yeah, oh, no worries. No worries. I am on that one. But because there was this gap in the trees, I would pretend that was the goal line, and I was running through the hole to score. It was fun. Yeah. Not okay. I need some leafy goodness in front of this guy over here, I think. Yeah. No, when I played football, I played running back and I played safety, and I was small. It's hard to believe now as I'm half an inch shy of 6 feet, but when I was playing football in junior high, I was kind of small, and that became a little bit of a problem. But let's get up here. I'd like to stand still, please. All right. Yeah, we're gonna bring this up this way a little bit. Yeah, this tree is gonna be just a shade, you know, crooked or something. No, not like that. We'll see what this looks like as we go up. Well, that just looks silly. That just looks really silly. We're not going to go that way. But yeah, I had fun. I liked playing football. I was sad. I was a little small, so it was problematic for a while. And then I stopped playing before I got before I really hit my growth spurt. Uh, um, heck, I might have done better had I been a kicker. Okay. Well, this tree is definitely looking wrong in a couple of different ways. I don't know what trees look like. Trees are weird and stuff, right? They totally, I don't know. I'm sorry, you're not working out. We need to speak with your branch manager and see if we can improve your performance. Okay? It's really a chance for us to maybe move on and become better. Okay? Could we do that, you and me? All right. See you in your next one-on-one. Anyway. Yeah, you're probably right there, Snoopers. If I look at it too closely, I'll just go insane. But all right. Yeah. Ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh ting tang, walla walla bang bang. No. You need to go the other way. Okay. For those of you who are into your, Alvin and the Chipmunks, we got you covered. See, that's starting to look... Actually, I think it is starting to look a little bit better. Is it a little wonky? Yes. Yes, it is. Is that okay? I think it might be. Let's bush out here a little bit. And bring out a little bit of branchy goodness. Now, one thing I'm not doing particularly well, but is actually really cool when you work with trees, is to mix and match your leaves so you get some of the darker leaves underneath and then the brighter color leaves on top. Because, when the sun is shining on a tree, the shady part is darker, it turns out, So by putting oak on some of the upper portions of the tree and birch underneath, right, it kind of sort of gives you that feel a little bit. Okay. In all honesty, it's not bad. It said the tree is crooked, and that's kind of okay. I think I need... Here, let's grab some of these oak hedges. And, yeah. We'll do that. Okay. Actually, that's looking a little bit better. It's weird, okay? But that's okay. And I don't know if I'm going to do anything crazy like putting lights in the tree or something like that, but still, it's not a bad tree. Yeah, speaking of weird. Were we speaking of weird? Probably. Oh, okay. All right. There's nobody weird in this stream. I don't know what you're talking about. It's just, let's grab some birch hedges. Birch. Let's tease birch hedge. Now, I'm a big fan of weirdness, so we shall let our weirdness shine for the world to see. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're good. I feel like I need a little bit more something here around this fence. Or around that wall. Weird. It's not at all boring. Exactly. Exactly. Who would want to have the boring when you could have weird? Today's 18-part documentary will cover the number of people who have been considered weird throughout their lives. And some of them even went on to have great careers as accountants and branch managers. Join us for our documentary on the weird. They're just like us. Okay. Actually, that I think is looking better. I'm a little bit not entirely thrilled with it from this angle, but all in all, I think we're doing okay. Yeah, I kind of like it. If I'm going to be honest, I think I like having the little curve there. And, you know, there's an actual laugh. Nice. All right. Cool, cool. Where you kind of snorted. Well, you know. All right. Yeah, see, that's not too bad. I think I do want to try to get... usually write LOL when you actually do LOL. Okay. Nice. I think I do want to try to get a little bit of a deciduous type tree, you know, something oakish. Right, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, right. You weren't actually laughing when you were writing about how you're laughing? Yep. My son actually says, lol. That's funny. You like a large branchy oak tree. Yeah. And I think I do want to have something similar to this mighty oak over here. So I think, actually, let's go see if I have some dark oak. I'm fairly certain I do. We'll go take a look. Oh, hang on. My trains are being polite again. Hi. Could you you move that way? Oh, yes, I remember that one. The grandma. Yeah. Grandma died, lol. No, that's not what that means. It's not. Okay. Could we, like, try this again without the, ramming into each other, please? Thank you. All right. Anyway, I was dark oaking. Oh, the dark oak. It's in my storage. I have more words to the song, but I'd have to forage for them. All right, so we have ourselves some... That's... Actually, some spruce might be good here, too. Let's grab some spruce. And... I actually don't have a lot of dark oak here. All right, to the farm! A-doking we will go. A-doking we will go. I on the Dario. All right, so we have plenty of dark oak. Awesome. All right, grow, my pretties, grow, and I will not feed you to the flying monkeys. I don't know why you would feed trees to flying monkeys, but I figure that's a threat that generally holds water. So, you know, gotta do something. All right. So, you don't want to make dinner? That's fair. I didn't want to make dinner either, but... And I didn't have to, because I have a wonderful wife who did that. And which was cool, because we had leftovers. We had the best leftovers. We made chili the other night. You know, big crock pot of chili. So today, to finish up the leftover chili, we made baked potatoes to put the chili on. And it was delicious. That's definitely tasty. Okay. So I'm going to bring this up this way a bit, but I want to... Okay. Yeah, okay. That's good. That's good. Now, said I would... Actually, if I want to go have a tall tree like that one, let's come up here. I'm just going to hit this with some spruce a bit, just so I can get tall. All right. I am going to trim that down a bit and do some other things, but... Oh, you love a good chili. Oh, seasonal? Yeah, see, for us, the chili season is any season where the sun shines. But I understand that. Okay, so we're going to come in with this. Now, I think we're going to need some darker branches. This jungle, right? These jungle things look really good, actually, with all of the gray. But I think I want some darker wood things. Yep. Here comes the sun. Doobie doobie. Yeah, we're gonna hit this with some dark oak. We're going to get some sticks because that's how that works. All right, so we're gonna grab some dark oak fences. Wonderful, and we're gonna grab some actually, those are fence gates. They're like fences, but more open to having friendships and things. Okay, you know, it's nice to sometimes have that openness where you can sort of reach out and, you know that somebody out there is thinking of you. Okay. Oh, you know what I should do is let's let's spruce wood here. Okay. Can I borrow my wife and chili? Yeah. Now, it's one thing I love having a crock pot, by the way. Crock pots are amazing. I actually need to sit down. Problem is time, because it takes forever, but I need to make some red beans and rice. I love some red beans and rice, and ooh. Yes. Okay. It's a little funky, but I like it. Okay. But yeah, red beans and rice, so tasty. I say that really fast 10 times. Red beans and rice. Red beans and rice. Red beans and rice. Oh, no. Dark oak logs. Congratulations. You're now wood. Okay. Yeah, maybe not that one. That tree almost had a berm. Yeah. For a minute there, it's looking like it was about to become a trident and want to take over the oceans and overthrow Atlantis or something. I would say a belly button. Yeah. Oh, it was hilarious. So I took my daughter out shooting a couple weeks ago, and she'd never been shooting before. So this was a new experience for her. And it was fun. So we were out there and we were plinking tin cans. I'm going to take this one out. Because honestly, it's a lot of fun to just watch those tin cans just go flying all over the place when you shoot them. And the number of tin cans that we had just go flying over the backstop was just hilarious. You know, we laughed. It was great. You know, I try to get out shooting a couple of times a year, which isn't nearly enough, but ammo's expensive and the range is a long ways away. But oh, it was cool though. All right, I think we're gonna slide in here a little bit with a couple of these muddy mangrove roots. Honestly, I kind of like that instead of the spruce for the trunk. All right, yeah. Be fun to join a shooting league? Yeah. Yeah, well, and it's a little crazy. See, when I was a kid, Dad kept wanting to take me out to shoot. Of course, because shooting was one of those things he loved growing up. But he used to have one around for archery. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think this is going to be okay. All right, let's get some leafy goodness here. I think we'll mix in some spruce with this as well. Anyway, Dad kept wanting to take me out to shoot, but when I was little, the noise? What the heck? The noise of the gun scared me. And even when I got older and old enough that I didn't really care so much anymore, it was still there was still that sort of childhood memory of, hey, you know, that was loud and scary and, you know, stuff. Okay, we're gonna actually, those look good just like that. Holy cow. I'm gonna bring some branchy goodness out. So I didn't get to go shooting with my dad as often as I wish I had now that I'm older. But it was nice to go out and just put holes in tin cans, and said a number of them said that just went flying up over the berm, and it's like, yeah, we are not going to go get those because that's just a lot, you know. You much prefer a bow? Yeah, no, I understand that. One of my other daughters, bows are totally her jam. And she actually has my dad's old bow. And it's fun. There's an archery range in town that she like to go to. Okay, we're going to just bring this kind of out this way a little bit, perhaps. I don't think that should go there. But yeah, it's fun. I like doing it. It's just like, you know, could I? Yeah, let's bring some of this out like this. And I don't mind this one being a little bushier. That's the whole point of this tree, is to be bushy. I have shot bow. Yeah, I said that I was shooting the bow that my daughter has now. So it's like a 35-pound bow, 40-pound bow, nothing crazy. And it's fun. Heck, I like just shooting in general. I don't particularly like rifle, but that's a me thing. It's a traditional bow, is what he had. So it was, I said it was nothing fancy, but it was fun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna bushy this up, and then I think I'm going to think I've got those leaves reversed. It's all right. I'm going to make this tree a little bushier than I think it maybe needs to be. And then we'll come in and fill. Oh, you like to try traditional bow? Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, the modern bows, I'm not going to say it's cheating because it's, you know, with all of the springs and the pulleys and the mechanisms, but I don't know. It doesn't quite feel as, I don't know, something. Okay. Yeah, and the sights, and yeah, all of that. It feels almost like it's helping you out too much, you know? Okay. Not as instinctual. Yeah, I could see that. That's not how I want that to go. I want this to go that way. Yes, there's definitely a lot of skill needed, and I think it's fun. One thing that I got really into from an archery perspective was some research some people were doing on how war bows were used during the medieval times. Okay, you would. Yeah, traditional is much more challenging. Yeah, it makes sense to want to work with that stuff. It's like, yeah, I can do all this, but this would be cooler. But if you look at a lot of the paintings and stuff of the time, the contemporary artwork of the day, a lot of the art shows archers shooting with the arrow on what we consider the wrong side of the bow. So instead of running the arrow through the bow and holding it across the back of your left hand, if you're shooting right-handed, they would hold it on the finger side of the bow. So it's basically on the outside. So you can pull from the quiver, pull it right out, right along the side of your hand, pull and fire. And that was a fascinating little bit of discussion. I'm going to bring a little bit of this up here too, I think. Not a lot, but let's get... I wanted something a little bit thicker than the fence. That's not good. Let's pop that off. Anyway, so it's fascinating to see some of the discussions about that. Some people say, oh, you can't shoot that way. It's bad for your back. It's bad for the bow. The bow doesn't care, turns out. Hang on, I need to zoom out of this tree for a minute and just take a look. Okay, I think this tree is wanting to give somebody a big hug. If I put big googly eyes in the tree right here, I think everyone would sort of just understand that. Yeah. Oh, let's do it this way. I'm going to come up here with some spruce leaves and thing like that. All right. You won't be able to listen. Oh, but food is important. Go make food, Snoopers. Okay, I need to bush this out, and you know, everyone likes a good bush, so let's. Yeah, the kids get cranky, right? Kids and anyone else, right? All right, so we're gonna. I think I want to pull a little bit more this way. I think also let's get some. Oh, I've got some birch hedge. You know. Oh, excuse me. It goes against my programming. It's just not there for you today, Snoopers. I'm gonna put this up here. I don't like this because it's totally disconnected, but we're gonna bring some of this around this way. I do like this block. This hedge. This leafy wall. It's kind of a cool block. Okay. A chance to sort of fill in without like completely filling in a block there. See, I got all sprucey again. I don't want to be all sprucey. That's not the point of this tree. This tree is not supposed to be sprucey. This is... I want something that's more oakish. Okay, we're gonna channel Thorin here. Let's get something that's a little more oaky. Because, you know, of the oaken shield. Right? All right, I'm letting my... I was about to say, I'm letting my Hobbit show. That actually sounds... That kind of sounds bad. But that sounds like a bad Tolkien euphemism or something. Say, dude. Yeah, what's up? Your Hobbit is showing. Thanks, man. We can't have that happening. So, you know, just gotta... Anyway. Well, I want to sleep, but I don't want to destroy my farm. So, good. Anyway. That's all right. One of these days, Snooper's excuses will show up, and it'll be fine. All right, so let's bring out a bunch here. It would be kind of fun to go get some birds, I suppose. It would take forever, but it would be kind of fun. There's a creeper. There's a creeper. He's in the plains with his friends. Because creepers love hugs. They're just bad about showing it. Don't worry about the lack of, you know, rhyming and stuff. It's okay. Poetry doesn't have to rhyme. It's just supposed to, you know, make you feel things. Like, I don't know if revulsion is quite what they're going for there, but... Okay. Throw that in. Now, you know, I could throw in some slabs and some stairs and stuff, but I don't think it's going to be quite that kind of tree. Honestly, it's not bad. I think I do need to get bushier on this side. So let's bring some more spruce around this way. Okay, we'll bring some birch. Bring a little birch underneath there too. Yeah, it's just feeling a little bit... I said it just wasn't quite feeling leafy enough, right? According to Phoebe, what is Monica's favorite things about trees? They're leafy. Leafy. That is the favorite thing. All right. It's not too bad. I've at the top of this tree is just, what the heck, man? Funky. Oh, thank you, Mandolin. Thank you so much. I'm trying. Custom trees are not my strong suit, but we're trying. How's it going? Hope you're having a fabulous day. Yeah, I think I need to bring out a little bit of stuff. This mod has hedges, by the way. So, you know, half leaves are awesome. Oh yeah, the muddy... See, I'm trying to take a page out of B-Dub's book, where he says, you know, trees are actually gray. Turns out the muddy mangrove brings some of that gray. Like, I didn't add them in these trees, and now I'm kind of wishing I had. In fact, I've got this weird little thing. Let's take this out. Let's see if the muddy mangrove roots, which are here. There we go. I think actually that's going to be a no, but I'll go back to the, okay. So one of these tools will take care of that. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, adding the muddy mangrove in gives you a little bit of texture. It gives a little bit of color variation. It gives you a little bit of just other fun stuff, right? And I like it. I like it. I said, I'm feeling a little bit, this part of the tree's feeling a little bit, I don't know, like it needs a little bit of something here. You wouldn't have thought to mix it in? Yeah, it's a thing. I said I've tried to learn, right? I watch these amazing builders, right? I watch Good Times with Scar, and I watch BOO. And Pearlescent Moon and Gemini Tay and all of these people who are just these amazing builders and do these amazing custom trees. And sometimes I actually learn things. I know, it's weird, right? But it happens. Some birch here. Also, I'm not doing it well either. The idea that also you want to put your dark colored leaves on the bottom and your light colored leaves on top. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. Let's hop over here on the farm. You know, okay, looks like, yeah, I do need to trim out some of this bushiness here. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I've got yeah, let's drop a fence in here. Sure. Okay. And okay, that adds a little bit more of the color that, looks like there's more wood there because it turns out I've just put more wood there. I believe in logic sometimes, and that's just one of those things. Sometimes logic works. All right. Nether brick wall. Ooh, good question. Do I have nether brick wall? I might. And you're right, it probably would mix in better. All right, let's take a look. All right, into the storage we go. I do have nether brick, so we can make some if we need to. Right. Somewhere over here. Paths, saplings, stairs, walls. Okay, cool. Fences and walls. I have some nether brick fence. Oh, actually some cobbled deep slate wall might be good too. Okay, but yeah, let's do I have nether brick going anywhere useful? That's always an interesting question. Soul sand. All right, that's all that. That's all sand and stuff. You know what happens when you take a big machine and you tear down an ocean monument? You get a lot of prismarine. Turns out there's a lot of prismarine in those things. All right. Hey, what's up, snoopers? Somebody actually decided to bring you food. Okay. All right, hang on. Hang on, we must... You have earbuds and a phone. Hey, there's a thing. All right. Hang on, I must remember how to nether. Nether brick wall. Oh, it's all bricks. Jeez, it's like a Pink Floyd song. Just another brick in the wall. All right. That's a name you've heard of. Nice. Yeah, Mandolin is an awesome streamer. She really is. Actually, Snoopers, you want to throw a shout out at Mandolin? Mandolin is one of the people I first started to follow when I started watching streamers on Twitch. And I have been a part of Mandolin's community off and on, well, just mostly just on, but for a long time. So close. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Do you know anything about this? Slash shout out Space Mandolin. Let me see. I can figure this out too. We'll make this happen. Assuming I could type too. Shout out Mandolin. Okay. Ta-da! There we go. That should do things. I'm so good at stuff. Yeah, you're right, Mandolin. The nether brick was a little bit better than the tough. Good call on that one. Nice. Okay, here, let's step into the RV. We'll sleep. Okay. And then we'll get into some more of this. It's going to be great. Or, you know, something. Okay. Yeah, as I'm just trying to get... This tree needs a little bit more body. Okay? It's like... I was going to say, it's like hair, but I don't know. I don't have long hair. I don't know how that works. Enjoy your cooking, Snoopers. Alright, yeah. See, this is looking better. There are definitely parts of it here where I think I need to do a little bit of sculpting. I'm not entirely sure if I need this to look like an elephant or a giraffe, but we're kind of getting there. Let's bring a little bushiness out this way. Actually, let's do it like so. Or maybe not like that. Here, we'll bring the wall out. And let's go ahead and get a little bit more. Ah, where did I put my spruce? I don't have a lot of spruce leaves, so hang on. One of these days, I'll actually remember where my keys are. I'm coming back to vanilla, so here in a couple of weeks, so maybe I'll understand where, yeah, at least I won't get my jetpack confused. I'll constantly fall off my new build, whatever that's going to be, and not be able to fly up with a jetpack, but, you know, that's okay. Yeah, we're almost done with this world. It's, I think I've got the last restaurant built here, the wasteful cookies. Yeah, so I got here into Create Mod, and built all of these restaurants, right? So like this one, the McBurger Hut, where you can come in and you can order stacks of chicken cheeseburgers with bacon and lettuce, or bacon cheeseburgers with lettuce and tomato, right? All of that good stuff. Or you can get a BLT, or this shop, which, I have cow racing because I don't know why you wouldn't have cow racing, where you can order the cookie of your choice, right? If you want butterscotch chip chocolate cookies, we got this. But yeah, I'm going back to my solo world. I'd been playing there, renovating an ancient city, and got kind of sort of burnt out on it. And decided, you know what? I want to go play Create Mod. So I have. But I'm getting the itch to go back and play. Especially, I want to, play with a happy ghast and some of the pale oak and all of that fun stuff. So we're gonna go back to that world, but I'm gonna start in a. I want to go to an eroded badlands. We're gonna replace this tree with something here. So, and I had an idea. I was talking about it a little bit in the supporters channel. In the Discord, but okay, I guess I should shout out that I have a supporters channel and stuff. But yeah, it is good. I like being able to do that, and I've found that I am a one world type of guy. I can't play two worlds simultaneously. I get it just doesn't work for me. Okay. I just, it's like the old saying, man cannot serve two masters. It's the same way with Minecraft worlds. All of my creativity ends up going just to one world, and the other world gets ignored. So yeah, being able to jump back and forth, and yeah, same thing. Swapping between your main and modded worlds, Mandolin. I get that. Of course, you're on one shot coming up here, right? We're gonna do another tree here. Obviously we're gonna do another tree, but we're gonna do another gray one. Where's my tough? Yeah. In August. Nice. All right, so we're gonna bring this in. We're gonna bring in some of the muddy mangrove. I don't know what type of tree this is going to be. Oh, hang on. Let's try something a little bit silly here. Sorry, cat hair on my tongue. That's always fun. I don't know about you, but I'm not a huge fan of cat hair. Okay. I love my cats, but I would really appreciate my cat if they kept the hair out of my mouth. And apparently I'm pink now. Yeah. That was my switching when I changed my overlays. That is the thing I'm happy about the most, is being able to have more variety in my color schemes and stuff. Okay. This tree, I think I want this tree to actually be a little bit smaller. So we're going to come up. Do I really want to come up that high? Actually, you know what would be good there? Not the tough, but some deep slate. Let's go get some deep slate. Because I think some cobbled deep slate walls will fit in nicely for our tree shapes here. But anyway, I was just saying in the supporter channel, I'm thinking building in an eroded badlands and building something that's like a gas-powered civilization, right? Build a sort of like a flying city that's harnessed the powers of happy and maybe not so happy ghasts. Yeah, that'll work. And yeah, I think that's going to be kind of fun, just as an overall theme. So, one thing I do know I'm going to end up needing in that world is a ton of concrete. As I'm picturing some of that, what that build might look like, and I'm sensing a lot of concrete in that build. Okay, we're going to come out. Yeah, see, that's going to look good here. You know, I was going to have a shorter tree. Yeah, that's all right. We can kind of come up to there. Do that. I do have some dark oak here, which is going to look good too. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is going to be nice. So this is something, again, I've been watching B-dubs and with what he's been doing with trees, and this is one of those things that, oh, Build a tree out of muddy mangrove roots and mud? And deep slate? Are you out of your mind? Yes, yes, I am. And I'm glad I'm out of my mind. It looks amazing. Or something. Yeah. The third favorite tree would be a dwarf Japanese maple. That's one I would have to look up. Because I am not up on my dwarven trees. Dwarven trees will bring the axe to you. Old fashioned, no function. Sounds like my biceps. I was joking with somebody at work the other day. He needed help moving something. It's like, yeah, I'm happy to help, but you know, I've got glamour muscle here. It doesn't do anything. Let's make those spruce instead. This might be better too if I'd actually grabbed some like maybe dark oak leaves or some probably not mangrove leaves on this one, but I guess I've got some of those. But we're gonna bring some of this out this way. All right. So I have no idea what sort of tree this is. It's leafy. That's what we've got. That's what we're going for. A tree that is leafy and yeah. Mix some of the hedge and stuff in here too, but okay. But yeah, as I've been watching some of the hermits as they've been experimenting with different materials in their trees, it's like, yeah, okay, I totally see what you're getting at, and I'm kind of down. I can't click because I'm too far down. If I were less down, we would totally be able to click on this and make it happen and do stuff and things and stuff. Okay. Oh, I have other hedge, right? Yeah, I've got some oak hedge. Let's bring some of this, grab some more oak hedge. You know, it helps if you actually, you know, craft the thing, pull it out of the crafting grid and stuff. I know, weird, right? But it's true. It does help. I'm gonna pull this way. I want to bring a little bit down. Let's bring some down on this side. That's just weird. Okay. All right. All right. No, the idea that I can stand on things. See, this is why I've got over 100 kilometers, or it's like 140 kilometers of fall distance in this world. Okay, let's bring a little bit of that this way. All right. Yeah. It's honestly, tree is getting to be bushier than I was expecting, and I'm kind of okay with that. Let's bring a little bit up on top of this. Okay. Yeah, now I feel like I need more up top. Which, you know, if I did more curls or something, I might. All right. Yeah, this tree is just growing taller. It's growing taller every day. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring this up. Woohoo! Yep. Okay. Hang on, I must sleep. It's dark and I'm scared. Okay, nothing's gonna hurt me outside my cookie shop. I know this. Buddy, it's fine. Okay. Yeah. honestly, that's not looking bad. Just looking away from it and coming back to it. It's not bad. I feel like I need a little bit of a something in here. Here, let's put a little branchy, fancy goodness up top, like so. Okay, this isn't bad. Here, let's do this. A little spruce, and then a little oak. All right. Maybe? All right, we're going to look away for a minute. Look, a donut. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. Sometimes you just have to look away from your trees and come back to them. That's don't stand on the track. You get run over. Again. Heck, I was doing something last night. I can't remember. I logged in to or maybe it was during the stream on Tuesday. And I just watched this iron golem over here, that's part of that village, get yeeted twice by successive trains as they were just running down the tracks. It was a special breed of fun. You know what? I think I'm happy with that tree. A Japanese maple in Discord. Okay, let's take a look. Oops. That was... Oh, okay. Nice. Sort of bushy-like. All right. Gotcha. Nice, nice. I might do something... Because I don't have a large area here. Right, I have this little cutout area where the path comes in this way. And as I said, I just planted these trees just as kind of placeholders. And I think I'm going to keep that oak because I like the mighty oak look over there. And it's one less tree that I have to deal with. But this one's going to go, and I'm going to come in here with a little bit of, I don't think I'm going to do the mud. No. Come back here. I think I'm going to do another pine-ish type tree. Something piney, sprucey. A spruce that's pining for the fjords or something. We already had the Knights Who Say Knee. We totally need a tree that's, pining. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now the question is, how tall do I want the... I keep looking at myself. Could trim and shape it, but you're like... I totally get the laziness, Snoopers. Totally get the laziness. But you love the color, so that's fair. There's one of the houses I walk by sometimes when I walk to work has this big flippin' blue spruce, and it is so blue, man. It's like, oh, I want one of those. But spruce trees are a pain in the neck. Okay, we had one actually in front of my house when I was growing up, and they are such a pain. Snap a picture next time. I'll have to do that. I don't walk that direction that often, but I'll have to go by one time and do that. It was actually really cool. It was the perfect holiday picture because we had hoarfrost. And so here's this beautiful blue spruce as it is. And then the branches are just have the frost wrapped around everything, and it looked so amazing. Okay, so how tall do I need this tree to be to make the neighbors suspicious? Well, I think that this one needs to be taller. as I'm looking at this a little bit, we're going to come up a little bit taller on this one. And because partly what I want to do is get the tree up above the gas station, right? So thinking of what does it look like as you're coming through, right? I want to be able to see the McBurger Hut. I want to see the gas station and the two trains over there. And if I have a tree that's really low, it's going to be a problem. Plus, this path is right here. The train tracks are right there. I totally want this to be here. So let's do this, and let's get... Okay, I do have some tough here. I think that's going to be a little dark. Okay, so we'll go ahead and use the tough fencing here. We'll just bring our tree up that way, okay? All right. Nice. So now let's switch back over to our jungle. Okay. And as I said, we're going to go sort of the vertical tree action here. It's going to be all sorts of fun and exciting. Oh, nice. Birds' nests and stuff too. Yeah. Those are fun. Okay, we're going to bring some branches out. And, oh yeah, jungle fences. Okay, now, the fact that those don't connect is a little bit of an issue. Here, let's go take this off. But that's okay. We have ways. Do have ways. All right. Is that... Okay, sorry, I think I stepped on the fish. It's all good. Yeah, I told you I had 2 salmon in this pond. Yeah, I think they kept hitting the bubbles here. And it flopped them right out of the pool. And it was sad. Yeah, I'm going to take this out. Okay. All right, let us begin to tree. Hello. My name is Spruce, and I have come to tree. We are going to give you all of the treeness, and it will be full of tree. Yeah, let's bring this one out a little bit more too. Actually, oh, I think I do want this to come out this way a bit more. It's going to be a little funky down here, but I think it's going to be good. I think let's do that. I want to take this one out. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, we're just going to have all the birchy, sprucey, oaky fun. Okay. Because, yeah, things are... No. Okay, up with the jetpack. Yeah. Let's see. Let's take that out. We'll stick in some birch leaves there. And... Wow. Okay, I'm yo-yoing all over the place. That is the one thing, when we go back to vanilla, I will not be yo-yoing so much. In this case, I will just fall down and not be able to bounce back up. It's going to be more of a splat type scenario, you know. All right. Whoa. Okay. Ah, there we go. Jetpack. Thank you. Jetpack has been engaged. Which is about time. They've been seeing each other forever. And now, you know, they finally got together and decided, you know what? It's time. It's time to be more than whatever. We're actually going to, you know, do something. Yeah. More yodeling. That's it. This is looking silly. Not entirely sure what this needs to be. Taller is what it needs to be. I think I do want to come up. Yeah, the scale was off. Okay. All right, so let's take that one off. We're going to put in a little bit of thing here. Oh yeah, it'll be great. We're going to be out there. We're going to be in the eroded badlands. It's going to be wonderful. You know, ain't gonna be nobody out there to correct our them there broken English, because we ain't gonna have anybody with that there fancy teaching around. And we're gonna have ourselves infinitives in weird places, run-on sentences, because honestly, run is good for your health. And those sentences are all about the health these days, and you never know when your sentence is just going to run on and win a Boston Marathon or something without telling you. And you just got to watch out for them. So, yeah, that's why we try not to have the run-on sentences and also not stand on things. Okay. Yeah, that was... This tree is just... wrong. Alright, what am I doing? Okay, let's try this again. This time I think maybe this one is wrong. That might have been it. Okay. Yeah, that might have been it. Okay, I feel like I need a little bit out this way. Said we're building based off vibes, so, you know, which honestly for trees is not a horrible thing to be doing. It's just drop in here and say, you know what, I need a little bit more of something in here and a little bit of less of something over there. Yeah, that's perfectly okay, you know? Get your vibes on, man. Alright, I need to sleep. I think there's a bed over here. Somewhere. Okay, dude. I'm gonna kick you out of your bed. It's nothing personal. I just don't like you. Yeah, no. I guess it is kind of personal. Your eyebrows are funny. Not that I'm one to talk about funny eyebrows, but, you know, still. Okay. All right. This side is looking like it needs a little bit of poofiness. All right. So we shall poofy. Haha. Let's do that with oak instead. All right. That's okay. It's not bad. Coming at it from this side. It's all right. I feel like maybe I'm a little bit sticking out on this side, but I'm okay with that. All right. Let's check on it from over here. See, that's not too bad. I think there are a couple of places, like, I think maybe right in here where we can stick a hedge, but that's not bad. Okay. Said that this left-hand side of the tree, as we're looking at it now, looks like it's sticking out a little bit, maybe a little too far, but And I kind of feel like I need a little bit more out here. Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure where, though. Let's... Actually, I think the problem might be up here. Okay. Might be a little bit okay. I'm kind of feeling a little bit... I think the tree's a little bit too regular. Maybe if I eat a little bit less fiber, I won't have this problem. Okay. Yeah, let's pull this out this way. We'll slice off a little bit of that. Yeah, it was just looking a little bit too symmetrical, you know? And symmetry, trees are kind of symmetrical, but they're not symmetrical, right? They're basically the same shape, but they're not they're not perfectly symmetrical in any way, shape, or form. So if your tree is symmetrical, you might either have a naturally generated tree, or you need to scrape it around a little bit. I like it. I think it's good. Let's get back here for a minute. So if we're coming over here from Luigi and Mario's, right, we're walking into this park, and this is all kind of fun. We've got some nice trees going on here. And this one in the back does kind of disappear behind these ones in the front, and that's okay. So we come back over here, and yeah, there's some good stuff happening here, y'all. I like it. I like it. All right. Well, that wasn't as bad as I was expecting. That one looks a little bit like line noise, but that's fine. Also, to come through, I think, and get a few slabs and stuff on some of these, but don't look. Okay. This one said I like. Now this one just feels awkward. But, you know, we'll leave it. I need a tree swing. It's a possibility. I've got a swing. I know how to do swings. You like the awkward? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good. I can make it happen. So, I don't think there's a... No, under the oak. Under this oak tree, we could make a swing happen. Right. Oh, I'm going to need a couple of things. So let's get... I like that idea, though. Yeah, swing right onto the train. It'll be great. Yeah, so let's get some chains, and we'll get some of this catwalk. Yeah, we'll go with the catwalk. I was thinking maybe it's like some trapdoors or something. But I don't know if there are any that I particularly like. Which way is the jungle? That is an excellent question. Of which I don't have the answer. Hang on, let me double check my notes and see if I've got... Wow, I can totally search. No, I do not have jungle anywhere in my notes. Yeah, no worries. Right, I was looking for... Yeah, I was looking for things. Catwalk. Cats. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Catwalk. Yeah. Just smell for one. You know. Well, jungles do have a particular odor about them. You know, they shouldn't be too bad. I know I found one relatively close because they're not too far away because I did find some bamboo. So there's going to be one around somewhere. Don't know where, but, you know, somewhere. Okay, so I think... Where do we want to put this swing? I think we're going to put it over here, and... Yeah, no. Harvest away. Actually, in the farm, there should be, I think there's a box there with a lot of seeds in it. Let's take a look. Because I'm almost positive. Oh, this is one of those I have to know. I have to. I have to. Yeah, so... Oh, yeah. We have plenty of seeds. So if you just want to come in here, you can grab all the seeds. I don't know if you would need all the seeds, but, you know. Yeah, but a couple of birds here would be kind of cool. I mean, would the parrots be out of place? Maybe a little bit, but what other birds are we going to have? So, you know. Okay, I was swinging. I don't typically... Nope. Nope. Not going to do that. Okay. All right, so we'll just slap a little wood action there. Okay, yeah. There we go. Nice little swing here. You know, we can totally, you know, get our swing on, you know? Okay. No. Not going to talk about how this is a park for swingers, and that's where they all want to come to swing. That just seems like a maybe not the way I want to put that sentence. Okay, so I've got one more thing I need to build here. And I don't know what I want to build it out of or what it's going to look like. But I want to build a little bit of a platform. Hello. Watch out for the train. Okay. I'm going to build a little bit of a platform thing over here. And I don't know what it's going to look like, but I think I want to do this out of maybe some deep slate. Hang on. I think I left some storage over here. I just don't know if there's any deep slate in it. A little bit. Oh, actually, maybe take some of these bricks here, too. We're not going to go with the concrete. That's going to be a little bit much. Dean bricks are cool, but not what I'm looking for. Okay. That's fine. We can get a few more deep slate, and we're going to shape this thing. Okay, it's going to be cool. All right, so let's go get some more deep slate. I really should just pick up those boxes and bring them with me, but no, that's a problem for future me. Future me is going to have issues, and it's going to have to spend a lot of money on a therapist because of the problems caused by past me, but that's okay. Slime. I don't have a lot of slime because I don't have a slime farm. We can craft slime, but let's see what I've got. Slime. Got ender pearls. Or eyes of ender, actually. Not in there. Yeah, I'm sure I've got some slime. but crafting it is easy. Ish. Yeah, crafting it, it's just oh, you look there. Okay. Yeah, you can craft it using wheat dough and lime dye. So it's a little bit of a process. And no, I did not put pasta with slime balls. That was just gross. Slime fluid. Awesome. Why would I get a slime bucket and fluids? And I don't need slimy fluids. Anyway, right. Now, I do have some leads if you need those, but yeah, cobbled deep slate is fine. All right. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this. We're going to see what it's going to look like. The short answer is I don't know. But yeah, I have some leads. Because for some reason, wandering trader llamas just die around me. It's just so weird. Okay. Yeah. That'll work. Yeah, so where are you at? I'll toss these leads for you. Maybe I'll eat a cheeseburger. You're in storage? Okay. Cool. Oh yeah, we've got a lot of touch-ups that need to happen around here too, so it's gonna be good. Okay. There you go. All right. Welcome. Okie dokie. All right, so let's go take a look at what this is going to be. Now, what I'm going to be building here is a little bit of a... It's going to be like a stands memorial type thing. Like you've seen some of those parks where they've got, oh yeah, we're going to celebrate, you know, somebody or other, right? Those types of things. Yeah, same type of idea here. We're going to use the... actually, I probably have a bunch of these back in the storage, but that's okay. So, let's lay this out here a little bit. It's going to be sort of oblong. I think 5, maybe 3. We'll go 3. The park's not that big. And we'll go 5, something like along these lines. We'll go a little bigger. All right. Hey, let's count this out before somebody cries about it being even. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. That somebody would actually be me, by the way. So, you know, if you're concerned, I would cry about it being even because I need to split this and have coolness and stuff. And I don't know how that coolness works. I'm not that type of guy. You know, that might be a little bit tall. Actually, now that I think about it. Let's kind of slab those. Like, if I take these guys and take these guys. Can I do slabs of the weavy goodness? I can. Sweet. We're gonna get on with the slabbage here. Okay, so that goes to there, and we go this way. Okay, we are all about the slabbage today. Oh, we need some corned beef, and we are rocking. Okay. Huh. I had a wild thought about maybe leaving this, but no, we're not going to do that. All right, pick a direction for you. Let's see. Oh, I have a direction. I think I remember where the jungle is. There's, I have a mangrove forest, right? It's where I got my frogs and stuff. I think there's a jungle over there. So that would be, you could just jump through the nether and head out that way if you want to. Yeah, that would be a thing. Huh. Yeah, I think that is the case. I think there is a few yeah, if you take the elevator all the way up to the portal, I can show you the track that leads out to the mangrove forest, but I think there is one out that way. Because I don't remember, I didn't make a trip especially to find jungle or bamboo or stuff like that, but somehow I managed to find it, so yeah, but if you come through the portal, let's see if I can remember which way it's which. Okay. There's a horse here. I think if you just follow this track. Yeah, if you just follow this straight, I think it's the last stop out that way. Of course, you could take the car too, I suppose. But hello, horse. But I think that's where it is. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain there's a mangrove swamp. There's a mangrove swamp and then a jungle out that way. Okay. Okay, I like this. Yeah, so we're going to come up sort of like so. Now, the next thing we're going to need would be some suitable blocks for some pedestals that are going to be here. Probably just the one block up, I suppose. And it's not going to be this deep slate. I'm going to use something else, but what would be good here? I mean, I could get, I mean, I had that, I think I put it in the box, but we could try that. That's okay, but there was that really cool sheet metal, like this stuff. That might be really cool. The blue is okay. It's not a bad thing. I don't think it's grand enough, you know? Not like sheet metal is the fanciest thing in the world either, but let's find out. Do I still have sheet metal? I might not. I may have thrown it into the sorting system. Which, you know, it's fine. We'll do that. We'll go get it. The other thing I could do is maybe use gold blocks. You just keep running. Jenny. Yep, it's out there a ways. Let's see. Yeah, let's go see if I've got some of that sheet metal. Sheet metal. Okay, and I think actually it was probably industrial iron sheet metal, so it might have actually ended up here. It didn't, but it would have been really cool if it had. It's all right. We'll just oh, it's sheets, not ingots. That's cool. I have sheets too. Okay. We'll just grab some of those. All right. So we'll see what these look like. If I'm not totally happy with my purchase, I will return it for full refund or a replacement. Okay? That's totally how this works. Okay, so woohoo. Okay. Because, yeah, if I were to put these in facing like so. See, that's not bad. As a, you took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Oh, that's fair. I mean, if you need to, we said, if you want to make your way back, I could let you borrow the sports car. And you could drive out there. Fountain? No, no. See, this is gonna be special. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna set up a couple of armor stands. Yeah, I trust you with the sports car. It'll be great. I've got an RV, you know, I don't need a sports car. No, I don't think I like this. What I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to set up a couple of armor stands here, which I think will be cool. Yep, armor stand magic indeed. But I need something suitable for the armor stands to stand on. Okay. And I'm not totally okay. And I'm not totally thrilled with the blocks I've got there, okay? Okay. Sticks. Yeah, because we'll need to craft up a couple of armor stands. Because I like the idea here of having a couple of statues, I think, which would be cool. All right, hang on. I'm going to go actually not be overly lazy, and let's go pick up these boxes. Partly so that I have a nice place to put all of this random garbage that I'm now accumulating in my inventory. Okay. And these guys. Okay, surprisingly enough, I've got all of this stuff. Of course, the catch is I probably have to show you how to drive the sports car. That's okay. All right. So, yeah, see, I kind of like the look of the sheet metal, but I think it's too plain. So we're going to move on. You're fine? All right. Nice. Okay. It's not actually hard. Okay, but so what I want is not a ceiling fan. Let's see. We're not going to do Skulk, but Skulk would be kind of funny. Should we try gold? I mean, we could try diamond blocks too, for that matter. But let's try gold first. I certainly have gold blocks. And I think I have enough diamonds that I can make diamond blocks. But I don't know. I don't use diamonds much, so we'll see what's... Yeah, I do. Okay. Gold blocks are definitely a thing. Yeah, this... DC's full. Here, let's compact some of this iron here, shall we? All right, we've got a bunch of this iron ore. Let's compact. Found the Guardian farm. Okay. Yep, that one went the other way. I actually don't have no idea. I haven't looked at what else is out there. I was there specifically for the Guardians. Yeah, if you follow the train back, or follow the tracks back, and there's a track that goes straight from the portal. Like, you take the portal and just keep going straight past all the intersections and things. I think if you follow that one to the end, that takes you to the mangrove farm. Or mangrove swamp. Okay. Yeah, let's see what gold looks like here. Oh, we ended up in a Badlands. Okay. See, I didn't label anything, so, you know, I'm good about that stuff. Yeah, I know there's a mangrove swamp out there somewhere. In fact... Okay. Oh, hey, look. I even have bamboo marked here somehow. So... That's the comment about Albuquerque. Yeah. Okay, so... The portal to the mangrove swamp is in the nether. It's minus 320, 382. So minus 320 and 382. Okay, I do kind of like the gold there. I think maybe I think I want to do a little bit of something here. So let's try this. Let's try sliding these over one. So that I can put a little bit of... Like, I could put... Yeah, second thing like that. And then we can do a little bit of... I don't know, I could do some, like, stairs or something here, or... Whoopsies. Right, we could pop up something. Of course, yay, gold blocks. Can gold blocks go in the cutter? Not really. Yeah, there isn't a lot. Let's see. No, there isn't much. I can make a beacon out of it, but that's it. Unfortunately, I can't do like gold stairs or something, which would be really cool. Okay, so no, let's not do that. Yeah, beacons would be fun too, but... Okay, so not so much that. And that's okay. I said I was sort of hoping I could do maybe a little bit of stairs action around it, but I think it's honestly just too bulky. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to move these back out to where they were. Okay. Nice. And what I'll do is we'll get the armor stands. And one's going to go here. One's going to go here. Right? And so we can do various poses. Right, show arms, no gravity. Okay. That's right, gotta crouch. There we go. Gravity. Show arms. Okay. Oh, I might even... I don't know. I actually... Yeah, we'll see about the base plate. Because, yeah, if we pose these... Yeah. No base plates. Okay. And we'll need to get various outfits on these statues. Okay, but. Okay. You weren't thinking. Oh, that's all right. I go... Oh, look, I have raw cod. Yeah, no, thinking... I can't brain today. I has the dumb, right? But no, we'll get some boots and stuff on these, and that'll be cool. We'll get poses and all sorts of stuff, however... But... we're going to need heads for these statues. Okay? And I know just the heads to put on them. Oh, you refound the mesa. Nice. Okay. Okay. So now all I need to do is figure out what sort of outfits and poses to put on these statues. And oh yeah, it'll be all sorts of fun. So if anybody has suggestions, let me know. Yes, I decided what I needed here. I thought it would be nice to put a couple of statues for my supporters. They're scratching your head looking at a map. But yeah, if you're on the nether roof, said it's minus 320 and 382. If you're in the overworld, I found bamboo at like minus 2400 and 2200. Okay. So yeah, anyway, I thought that would be cool. But that's also why I was thinking it might be good to... Oh, let's do... I got some of those blocks, right? Maybe do something along those lines. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And, well, actually, let's just... I like that idea. Okay. Just hang on. We need to replace the blocks. Here we go. We're going to pop those up like so. Yeah. I also need to come through. I'm going to slip some verdant frog lights underneath some of these bushes and things so that we've got light here so I don't have all the torch spam. But, yeah. Yeah, all that cool stuff. Now, let's see. Actually have in here somewhere. Oh, right. That's industrial iron mesh. I think I've got some of that fence. If I don't have it here... Ah, bingo. Nice. Okay, I've got it in the storage. All right, sweet. So let's go get some industrial iron mesh and some of these street lamps. Okay, yeah, this will be cool. I think. Should be cool. I think there's going to be coolness here. Industrial iron mesh. That's what I'm looking for. And And I might as well take all of it. I'm not going to need all of it, but we'll take all of it anyway. All right, now let's go see if I've got any of those street lamps left. Otherwise, we'll have to craft up some. Lights. Here we go. Well, we have frog lights, which is good because we'll need a few of those. But, lights and lamps. Here we go. Okay, not a lot, but those are fine. Those are fine. We'll have to craft up a number of those more, I think, but... Because, yeah, having a few of those around the area here is going to be good. Okay. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is let's get our mesh. All right, and we'll just mesh this up. I think... Now, I usually don't want to mesh it up, but I already have, like, twice. And that's just weird. So, you know, we'll... That just looks wrong. If I'm going to have a thing that tall... Axe, I think. I would need a bigger lamp. We're going to just need a bigger lamp. That's all there is to it. All right, well, that's fine because I have frog lights. All right. So, do I want to come out like... Now I will bring it up one more. Okay, so that goes there, and then the frog light goes there. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, and then I just need a couple of cool trapdoor type things to put around it, and we should be good. Honestly, I could just get the trapdoors to match that little fun thing over there. Got some of that here too. Cool. Anyway, no, that's catwalk. Also catwalk. You know, I don't know where these cats are all walking, but they're starting to fill up my storage. I'm not sure I'm okay with that. Okay. Same. That might be a little bit. Might be a little gray, but I think maybe I can live with that. All right, so yeah, these cats are made for walking. Tell you what to do. Gonna put these cats on and I'll walk all over. Okay. It's totally a thing. Now, so I'm looking at this and thinking I might want to do a little bit of something a little extra on top. And oh, this is a wild thought. In here there were, that's iron support. I wonder if I have some other, let's see. Oh, let's see. Support. Do they have an industrial iron support? Yes, it's made out of industrial iron ingots. Cool. Let's see. Do I have any of that? There's the sheet metal. All right, let's go get our industrial iron. Yeah, I said I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to be good, and I might end up shifting some things around, but it's definitely an idea. I I have them. Every once in a while, I'll get something that just sort of flashes through my wee little mind here. Yeah, the industrial iron window is definitely not what I'm looking for. We'll take some... I'm also going to bring some sheets with me. I don't think I'm going to... Those aren't sheets. Those are trapdoors. I mean, that's okay, but not at all what I'm looking for. Excuse me. I need sheets. Just in case I decide to craft something that uses sheets, rather than the ingots, I don't have to come back again. Because I've certainly made this trip more often than I've needed to today. This is what happens. You don't plan, and you end up taking 87 trips to the hardware store. But this is where we're at, you know? Okay, cross the street. All right. So kind of what I was thinking. What happens if I were to put... That actually kind of looks cool. And I could even top those off with another trapdoor. Oh, actually, no, it'd be really cool. Maybe not this. Okay, hang on. Definitely not this, but... Oh, what if... better idea. Okay. Possibly a better idea. You know, sometimes I have ideas. And sometimes they're even good. Alright, so let's grab some blaze burners. Yay, bird cages. Well, I don't think we're going to want to put birds in these cages, okay? Because what I'm thinking of doing is we're going to take the blaze burner, and then we're going to get a lighter. Lighter. There we go. We'll get the used lighter. That's better, right? But yes, these could absolutely be bird cages. They fit nicely for that. And you can actually slip inside them. So yeah, these would be perfect bird cages. But this is that. Come on. Fly like an eagle. Okay. I think... Yeah, I think that's going to be cool. I like that. Okay. Now, I think what I'm going to need to do is sort out... Or maybe we'll just talk to the appropriate people. It's like, hey, what do you want? What do you want on your tombstone? No, what do you want on your birds in there with the fire? Oh yeah, no, they'll be fine. Yeah, no, that would be better over at the McBurger Hut. No, but actually, we could totally slap a bird cage right here, though, right? You know, we could do this sort of thing. I had an unfortunate incident with your parrots. Well, right? Because we could totally, you know, if we, you know, put a bird there or something. But I think they'd look better in the trees. But you know, the problem with putting blaze burners there is then the whole back of this is funky. But well, it's okay. It's just funky. Right. Do I want to do that? No. But I'm gonna play with this a little bit and see. So I don't like that. But what if I were to put one here? Okay. And let's like that. Now that kind of looks cool. All right. So we light. We light. We light it. We light it. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah, we light it. And let's... Yeah. Now, I mean, obviously, this looks really stupid back here, so we're going to deal with that in a minute. But yeah, if we just run a little bit of happy good times back here. Okay, we'll run a little slabbage like so. Found the bamboo. Okay. Bamboo grows in and around jungles, so, you know, should be something around there. All right. This almost looks like I've built a throne, which is not that was not my intention, but you know, it's a thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, now I might be better off because that is sticking out kind of far this way. Let's actually change this. Now, I don't necessarily need the mangrove roots back there because you can't really see, but I do like having the little bit of brown there. So, excuse me, while I sneeze. Let's do something. Oh. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some mud. Yes, let's grab some mud. I would like to look at your mud. All right. Okay, so we're gonna run some mud here. All right. Now, I think what would be nice, yeah, some butter's milk. All right. Start getting our firefly on here, which would actually be really cool here. Oh, you introduced someone to Firefly last night? Oh, nice. Firefly was such a good show. All right, so see, kind of what I'm thinking is maybe I want to set up that way. So what I'm thinking of doing here is actually like a planter. Yeah. Do I want to go this way? That might be okay. Yeah, so I don't know if I want to use the industrial iron trap doors, but we're going to put them there anyway. At least to get an idea of what's starting to happen here. And yeah, so we can get some flowers of various types here. Oh, actually, you know what would be really cool? Let's yeah, let's take these out. And let's go see if I've got some peonies, maybe? Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna put the blaze burners away in the thing there. Okay. Yeah, let's go see if I've got some peonies. Yeah, I may have to introduce my boss to Firefly. I say shiny a lot, just throughout the normal course of the day, you know, because it's cool. And he thought it was just weird It's like, dude, you've never seen Firefly? And I don't know if he actually has. So, he keeps bugging me because I've never seen Office Space, so. Okay, so let's grab some peonies. And what else would be good? I guess I like the roses too. We'll grab. I will not grab roses because apparently I'm out. Okay. Yeah. It's just one of those movies I never saw. When it came out, I was not in a space to be able to watch it. You know, there were squirrels and they were merry. Yeah. It's like I just never had a chance to see it, and then eventually it was out on a service I could watch it on, but then I just didn't. So, all right, that's probably good. So at this point, it's almost out of spite that I haven't watched it. You know, it's like, why haven't you watched the show that everybody's seen and references a stapler? It's like, well, you know, I don't know. It just wasn't a thing that I watched. Okay. All right. So we're going to come in here. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to drop some peonies in. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and swap this out for mud. Okay. Take that out, mud it up. Got peonies and they're cool. And we're going to do this. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be nice. Okay, so the peonies go in there. Trapdoor goeth thusly. Okay. I might have to, you know, just for my own sanity, we're going to swap those out for grass. I don't think it's going to matter, but I'm just mildly paranoid about that not actually changing, so. Yeah, so if we pop this out. Okay. And I could put roses here too, I suppose. Right, I could just drop some roses just like that. I'm gonna, they're okay. I think I'm gonna not, though. I think we're gonna stick with the peonies. I kind of wish this would, like, center in the block. That would be really handy, you know? And then... Actually, you know what would be really cool here? Would be wildflowers. I don't have any, but it would be really cool. Let's go see if I have some cherry pink petal things. Yep, I'm definitely itching to get into vanilla with some of the new stuff, you know? It is very possible that I do not have pink petals. Oh, I do have some pink petals. Okay, perfect. It's like, I'm not sure how many I brought back with me, but got some. Also, apparently I have a zillion cherry leaves, so that's cool. We're not going to be using them here, but it's cool that I have them. We're in a pink theme now, right? We could totally go with the cherry leaves. You know, for someone who doesn't like pink, I do like building with the cherry. I don't know, there's just something really cool about it. Okay, we're definitely going to need more. Oh, and we're red now. Actually, that's not bad. Having it all sort of mixed and matched and whatever. Yeah. Okay, I could go with that. Might this be better with a brighter thing? Yeah, maybe. But I'm kind of okay with it. And I like having the peonies sort of settled in behind, right? So they provide some depth and stuff, but it's not crazy. And you can see them at least a little bit from this side. And I really like that fire there. That just looks really cool. Nice. All right. So I need some sort of sign here. What would be good? I think one of these canvas signs, not necessarily the hanging sign, but one of the regular canvas signs would be good. And I think I'm going to go with the yellow. All right, so I need a canvas sign then. How do you make a canvas sign? Canvas, surprisingly enough, and wood. And you make canvas, how then? You cut up a canvas rug. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, straw. Awesome. I have lots of straw. We have all this straw. It's in the farm over there, but you know, it's there. Okay. We're doing all right. It's actually getting up to time where I need to think a little bit about stopping, but sure. Just want one more. One more would be great. Thank you. We're going to make all the canvas. Wonderful. And then I think I need yellow dye. Guess I better get the yellow dye while I'm over here, huh? Okay. Well, I think I have yellow dye. If not, we're going to be... oh, yeah, we're good. All right, we've got yellow dye. Awesome. Oh, yeah, we are going to be great with these signs. Okay. Yeah, basically the reason I want to use the yellow canvas is it looks like a brass or a gold plaque. Okay. The statues are sitting up on gold pedestals already, but having a couple of gold plaques here, it's going to look really cool, I think. All right, so let us craft. Try this again. Thank you. Oh. All right, hang on. I need canvas signs. Okay, we now have all the canvas signs we're going to need. All right, so let's get... Yeah, that should be fine. All right. We are so canvassed. Okay. All right, so yeah, because right, even on there, that's going to look pretty good, I think. So, thanks to awesome supporters, because there we go. You accidentally tamed one. That's all right. That's totally fine. We'll just yeah, we can still make it sit. We'll just put it somewhere. Okay. All right, and there we go. Awesome. If you want that to say Snoops like it matches on the credits, we can do that too. But you didn't find the colors you wanted. That's all right. You are certainly welcome to log on and do that. All right, nice. So now Sprite, I know, is going to be wanting purple. Surprisingly enough. But if you have colors of leather armor and, you know, whatever the chest plate pants and boots, let me know. And I will let Sprite know as well if she wants to come decorate her things. You have some clothes already made up. Oh, that would be awesome. Check single chest in your house. Okay. I know you're over here. You took over this one in this village over here. Okay. Yep, villagers are hanging out. Oh, that is really cool. That just looks awesome. Look, little wood pile. Okay. Chest above bed. Okay. Ah. Nice. Okay. So it's all right. Take these and put them on your statue. This will be really cool. Okay. I just took them and it's like I'm taking them. You're sure we're okay with this? Okay, I'm apparently wearing it now, so that's cool. Where did my backpack go? Well, that's not good. Oh, there's my backpack. Okay. Whew. That would be bad because I've got a bunch of stuff in there that I don't really want to lose. All right. Oh, the pack went on the statue. Oh, that would do it. Yes. Okay. What? Sorry, took off your pants. That's not what I intended to do. All right. So now it's just a matter of what pose do we want to start with? I mean, I try to treat my viewers with respect and not with, you know, just randomly removing their pants. Okay, I mean, that's... Oops, hang on. It's not bad. Okay. Yeah, so it said if there's a particular pose we want to start with, let's try winning. I mean, you definitely look like you're winning. Okay. I mean, the head, you know, we can give it a little bit of a... I don't know. Hi. Yeah. Give the head a little bit of a rotation. It's... Of course, now it looks like you're just sort of pointing up at the sky, but that's okay. And then, let's see. What to do with Sprite? How do we want Sprite to do this? Yeah, do the little head tilts a lot. Yeah. I think facepalm would be the wrong... I mean, I definitely get this feeling, I think, from Sprite a lot. But, you know. Let's see. I definitely get that one a lot. All right. We're gonna try arabesque. No. Don't need to cancel. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need to point and laugh. Yeah, that would be a good one too. Let's see. Point and laugh. Okay. Okay. All right, you know what? We may have to get some clothes first to make this work. All right, let's get some. I think I've got some leather here. Ooh, 2 leather. Back to the storage we go. All right, we're gonna just get some placeholder armor on there. Oh, good. There's a quote that's going to live forever. Yeah. We have to get some clothes first to make this work. Yeah. All right, the leather I think ended up in one of these boxes. Yeah, there we go. All right, now I can remove them. Yes, I can't edit them, which is a bit annoying, but I can remove them. But no, so far it's been fine. It's been fine. No, in all honesty, I like having them there. Dyes. We're going to need. Okay. We're going to need some purple. Okay. I have lapis. Right? Yep, I do have lapis. What do you know? All right. Ta-da! Purple dye. Need a couple of those. All right. So let's get some armor here. And let's see. I know how to dye armor, right? It's just... Yeah. I totally know how to do this. It's like I've played Minecraft before. I don't know what color boots, so we'll just stick with the brown ones for now. And who knows? Sprite may just want purple. You know what? We'll just purple boots, too. I figure we'll just take a wild guess and that everything would be purple. Because I know Sprite well enough to know that if you ask her what color she wants something, purple is pretty much the default answer. So we are 100% going to do the thing. All right, and leather tunic. Okay. I don't like that pose. It looks like she's missing an arm. So let's see. Well, I think we'll just go with the arabesque for now. It's so I don't think it's necessarily. Let's see, that way? Do I want to go this way? No, we'll go back this way. Not too far. Okay. Said if you want to change the poses, we can do that. I'll send a message to Sprite too, so she can come in and decide if she wants to do something that looks cool too. But I like this. I like this. You know, we've got ourselves a nice little area here then. So we've got, so I do need to clean up. Since I've got the frog lights here somewhere, yeah, let's go ahead and clean up the torch spam. Okay. Because the torch spam, obviously it looks horrible. So we're going to get in under here, and I think there. Let's go ahead and put a frog light. So it's a little bright, but... Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's put the frog light down there. Put another bush here. Yeah, that'll work. That'll totally work. Okay. So let's do the same thing over here. That goes there. Bushy. Okay, see, it gets a little dim here. And obviously we're a little dark over there, which is fine. Let's solve this one here. Okay, we'll just slip a little bit of frog light action there. Yeah, so we're well lit. And yeah, having a few other torches around is going to be a good thing, but just going to, yeah, let's go ahead and just slip a frog light under here. Oops, that's not quite what I had in mind. There we go. Using spruce leaves, which is the one I don't have lots of, but, you know, that should be fine. As I said, I don't mind it if it's a little dim. Okay, so we'll just slide in right under here. Okay. All right, and I do need to get, I do need to get some other light around here too. So to put some more. Looks like I've got a couple of things. I could take some more bushes. Maybe not with the spruce leaves. Let's get some birch. Birch makes reasonable bushes too, I think. So let's come in. Let's come in under here. Okay, we'll slap that down. Okay, we'll just give ourselves a nice little bush coming up this way. All right. And I don't have any bushiness happening over here either, so let's see. Do I want to? Let's drop it over here. All right. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Just a little bit of light. Okay, yeah, we've got some darkness happening over there. So yeah, there's some space in the middle we're going to have to do something about. Oh, there's snoopers with the parrots. Nice. Okay, hang on. Let's see. I just want to get these lights in. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I can tame one. Let's see if I've got space in my inventory to hold seeds. Where did you go? There you are. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Hi. This bird hates me. Come back here, bird, and love me. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yours took one seat. You know, birds. They're jerks. Okay. Come here, bird. I think... where would be a good place for... actually, you know what would be a great place for this bird is up here. All right. Yeah, up here. Come here, bird. Okay. Now, see? Jerks. What I tell you? Hi. Yeah, you just sort of settle down there. That's good. Perfect. No, get back, jerk bird. All right, come back here, silly. Okay, no, I want you in this tree. You're gonna love it here. It's gonna be the best thing ever. All right, am I wearing the bird? I am wearing the bird. Okay. All right, no. I'm gonna give you the bird here in a minute. Okay. All right, come here, come here, come here. We got it. That's right. I I have been given the bird before. I have experience. Okay. Okay, no. No, no. All right. I want you to sit, Ubu, sit. No. Okay. Good bird. Okay. No, no. He's taunting me, isn't he? This bird is taunting me. He's looking at me and saying, "This is a person who's I can annoy." I was going to say who is annoying. That might be true too. But come here. That's right, birdie bird. That's right. You know, this is not how this is supposed to go. You're supposed to come down here. I want you to... Okay. Now. I double clicked. I meant to single click and I double clicked. Okay. No, you come here. I want you over here because it's going to be great. Yeah, your mother worked for KFC. Okay. There we go. Wonderful. Ah. Nice. Okay. Oh, and perfect. That's wonderful, Snoopers. There we go. Now we've got some cute little Tweety ambiance. Exactly. All right, so let's do a real quick look here. Where are things scary? Oh, you know, I wonder if... Just wondering if I could slip a little bit of... Well, maybe I could just slip a little bushiness over here. This would be fine. I could do that. Frog lights. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, this could be fine. Yeah, just a little happy bushiness happening around here. Okay. I like that. It might be better if I were adding some different textures and stuff over here. All right, we need... Here, let's slip a little bush action over this way too. Okay. Still birch leaves. Wonderful. Okay. All right. Nice. So I believe the park is now completely lit. Oh, let's take this torch out. Just to be sure. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. All right. So yeah. Just a quick run around with mini HUDs, light levels to make sure that everything is fine. But I think we're okay. I think we've got plenty of light. Okay, and we'll free cam up just to double check. Okay, there are a few places in the trees, but I think we've got stuff there, so nothing's going to spawn in the trees. All right. Yeah. All right, nice. Well, I think we've got ourselves a nice little park here. Oh, I love it. there's some definite places where I'm going to be adding some more light. I'm going to put some lamps on top of the train signals, for example. And I think I want to come in and do a little bit of bone meal action just to add some grass and stuff, right? Some of the tall grass and things. Just so it gives a little bit more of a wild look and less like a golf course, right? It's like, I think this looks more fun and interesting than this, right? Does that make sense? So that's something that'll be a problem for future me, and I'll come tear out these trees, and I'll extend to a little bit more of terraforming out this way, though not nearly this much. That's why you delay mowing it in real life. That's fair. Yeah, but we'll bring a little bit of this out this way towards the cookie shop, and same type of thing. We'll bring some of the path out this way, and I think I'm just going to bone meal some of this grass out here. But I like it. I like it. I think this ended up being a really nice little park. And it ties this together, right? From the from these restaurants here, and the fountain we did not too long ago, right? These were some of the first places I built. These first restaurants, right? The sandwich shop and the pizza place. And then, let's take that out. Just double check. Yeah. And then tying that in over here towards the stuff that's on this side. You know, it's not a lot over here. I mean, there's the village, but there's the burger place. There's the gas station over there. And this, we just end up with this nice little area, and I like it. I think it turned out pretty well. Right. Excuse, a kitten stole my soda. You know, Riley really doesn't want to give you one of your own excuses, does she? No, she's just not going to do that. Kind of like that. Yeah, someday it's going to happen. and that day, yes, it will be the best day ever. Yeah. Okay, I like it. All right. Well, I've been going along. I need to stop. You'll go buy a lottery ticket. You'll have used up all of your luck for the day. You know that, right? All right. Cool. Well, that was fun and exciting. I like that. That was used your luck for the year. That's about it. Oh, but this has been a lot of fun. I do want to give a shout out to my supporters who are awesome and amazing over there, Satan, Sprite, and Snoops. You can become a supporter too by going to musicfreegaming.com. There's the link there in the video. You get behind the scenes action and all sorts of good stuff. So check that out. Next stream is going to be Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. So it's U.S. Mountain Time. So set your sundials appropriately. Or, of course, you can like or subscribe or follow whatever your platform does. Turn on notifications, and YouTube or Twitch or Discord Kick may even tell you when I'm going live. It'll be fun. So check that action out. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.